Hi friends, welcome to my channel. இன்னைக்கு biochemistry ல carbohydrate chapter ல இருக்கிற MCQs பார்க்க போறோம். Carbohydrates are white solids. Important carbohydrate found in plants is starch. The carbohydrate found in animal is glycogen. Dash forms the storage form of carbohydrates. Glycogen forms the storage form of carbohydrates found abundantly in the liver and muscles. Dash used in the treatment of heart disease. Glucosides. Glucose and fructose, simple sugar. Glucose molecular formula C6H12O6. Carbohydrates, 4 major groups. Monosaccharides, 1 molecule. Examples of diose, glycoaldehyde, glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyisonar, trioses. Erythrose and triose, tetroses, ribose, deoxyribose, xylose, pentose. Glucose, galactose, fructose, mannose, example for hexose, seroheptose, glucoheptose, heptose. Disaccharides, molecular formula C12H22O11. Disaccharides, sucrose, lactose, maltose. Oligosaccharides, 2 to 10 monosaccharides. Examples of oligosaccharides, raffinose, stachyose and verbose. Polysaccharides, molecular formula C6H10O5 power of X. Example of polysaccharides, starch, glycogen, dextrose, cellulose, dextrose, inulin. Glycoaldehyde is an aldodiose, dihydroxyacetone, ketotriose. Erythrose and triose, aldotetrose, erythrulose, ketotetrose. Dash and dash are constituents of nucleic acids. Ribose and deoxyribose. Dash is a constituent of vitamin B riboflavin. Ribose. Dash is a metabolite of glucuronic acid. Xylulose. Dash excreted in the urine of individuals suffering from pentosuria. Xylulose. Arabinose is found in plants. Glucose, galactose, mannose, aldohexoses. Fructose, ketohexose. Polysaccharides containing mannose, it is found in ivory, nuts, orchid tubers and yeast. Carbohydrates exhibit an important property called the optical activity. According to Quantum, the number of possible isomers by the formula I is equal to 2 power n. Structure of glucose in 1886 proved by kilowatt. Fischer proposed a ring structure for monosaccharides. The alpha and beta forms of the sugar are called anomers. Changing of optical rotation, it is called mutarotation by Tannert. Haworth proposed a scheme by which all sugars forming 6-membered rings are to be called pyranoses. Haworth proposed a scheme by which all sugars forming 5-membered rings are to be called furanoses. A pyranose sugar is depicted as a hexagon. A furanous sugar depicted as a pentagon. Fructose is also called as levulose. Galactose, constituents of glycolipids. It is found abundantly in nervous tissue. Galactose is strongly dextrorotatory. Galactose on oxidation by hot nitric acid yields mucic acid. It is insoluble in water and also saccharic acid. Galactose forms osazones. Glucose, fructose, mannose, maltose, sucrose are readily fermented by baker's yeast. Galactose, lactose, pentose are not fermented by baker's yeast. Mannose is a constituent of the prosthetic polysaccharides of albumin, globulin and mucoids. Dash reduces Bendix reagent, mannose reduces Bendix reagent. Dash is a ketone group, xylulose is a ketone group. Dash is not of importance in man, arabinose is not of importance in man. Dash occurs as the intermediate in the oxidative shunt pathway of carbohydrate metabolism. Heptoses. The non-carbohydrate group is A-glycan. Simplest glucosides, methyl glucosides. A-glycan may be a steroid or phenol. A-glycan digitogenin is a steroid. Fluorescein and amygdalin are glucosides. Fluorescein found in rose bark. combination of glucose and fluoretin. Amygdalin found in bitter almonds. It's combination of glucose and mantle nitrate. Dash is the end product of digestion of starch, maltose. Dash forms ozones with phenylhydrazine maltose. Sucrose obtained from sugar cane, beetroot, pineapple, honey and fruits. An important property of sucrose is that it is a non-reducing sugar. Honey contains plenty of invert sugar, the product of hydrolysis, which consists of glucose and fructose, called invert sugar and is levorotatory. Pfeffer's test, Molish test, Anthron test, Selivanov's test. Molish test, Molish reagent concentrated sulfuric acid. ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணா மொலிஷ் டெஸ்ட்ல மொலிஷ் ரியாஜென்ட் கான்சன்ட்ரேட்டட் சல்ஃபியூரிக் ஆசிட் ஆட் பண்ணா வந்து ஒயிட் கலர் டெவலப் ஆச்சுன்னா கார்போஹைட்ரேட் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அர்த்தம். இது வந்துட்டு கார்போஹைட்ரேட் இருக்கான்னு பாக்கிறதுக்கான டெஸ்ட் இது. அடுத்தது வந்துட்டு ஆண்ட்ரோன் டெஸ்ட். இதுல வந்துட்டு ப்ளூ கிரீன் கலர் டெவலப் ஆகும். அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா வந்துட்டு கார்போஹைட்ரேட் பிரசன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அர்த்தம். அடுத்ததான் வந்து செலிவனாப்ஸ் டெஸ்ட். இதுல வந்துட்டு செர்ரி ரெட் கலர் அப்படி இருந்ததுன்னா இதுல கார்போஹைட்ரேட்ஸ் இருக்கு. இது மெயினா வந்து கீட்டோன் குரூப்ல தான். இது வந்து ஸ்பெசிபிக் டெஸ்ட். இட்ஸ் a specific test for ketosis. Selivanov test. Test for pentosis. Tollens original test. Test for galactose. Tollens floor glycine test. When aldoses are oxidized with nitric acid, saccharic acid is formed. When aldoses are oxidized with hydrogen peroxide, glucuronic acid is formed. Dash is utilized by the liver in the detoxification of toxic substances. Glucuronic acid. Glucose reduced to sorbitol. Ketose reduced to a mixture of two alcohols, namely sorbitol and mannitol. The most commonly used reagent for qualitative detection of reducing sugar is Bendix reagent. Test used to demonstrate reducing property of sugars are Barfoot's test and Nylander test. Dash test is useful in differentiating monosaccharides from disaccharides. Barfoot's test. Glucosazones and fructosazones have the appearance of fine yellow needle-shaped crystals. Maltosozones have the appearance of sunflower. Lactosazones have the appearance of badminton ball. Glucose 6-phosphate Robertson ester nu solluvom. Glucose 1-phosphate Cori ester nu solluvom. Fructose forms two esters. Fructose 6-phosphate Newburgh ester. Fructose 1,6-bisphosphate is Horden-Young ester. The important polysaccharides are starch, glycogen, dextrins and cellulose. The mixture of amylose and amylopectin in water, it is called starch paste. Amylose forms the inner portion of the starch grain and is soluble in water. Amylopectin forms the outer covering. It is insoluble. Molecular weight of amylose is 60,300 to 400 glucose units. Molecular weight of amylopectin is 2,00,000 to 1,500 glucose units. Molecular weight of dextran is 50,000. Molecular weight of insulin is 5,000. The optimum pH for amylose to hydrolyze starch in NaCl solution is 6.9. Preparation of glycogen from animals. That method is P-Fluggers method. Who has compared the structure of glycogen molecule to a tree with branches? Mayer. Mayer has compared the structure of glycogen molecules to a tree with branches. All dextrins are dextrorotatory. Dash present in the fibrous part of plants, cellulose. Dash forms the chief constituent structure of the cell wall of plants, cellulose. Agar-agar, a hemicellulose. So, is used in the treatment of constipation. Industrially, cellulose is important used in the manufacture of rayon and explosives. Dash is being used as a blood substitute, dextran. Dash occurs as a reserve of carbohydrates in the tubers and roots of chicory, dahlia, dandelion and the bulbs of onions and garlic. Inulin. Inulin. It is inulin. It is not insulin. It is inulin. Okay guys, இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. உங்களுக்கு இதே மாதிரி MCQ வீடியோஸ் வேணும்னா கீழே கமெண்ட்ல மென்ஷன் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you for watching. Next video பார்க்கலாம்.